Honorable, please proceed to finish. Order, members, let's hear Honorable Nyikal.
My father amendment would have been, we remove the word ex parte and remove exercising the powers and leave the rest intact. That achieves what we all desire, that when you are being tried, you do not have the opportunity to interfere with. Because if you remove ex parte, then obviously it will be inter parte. And therefore, if you remove this one of the exercising, but Chair, maybe I won't do much, because if you add further amendment, we'll seek the permission of the Chair, the mover, to do that further amendment, and it is quite apparent that that will not be done. But that would have been the best thing to do. Remove ex parte, remove this thing of leaving office, and leave the rest with 6B, which says if there is evidence, they may interfere with evidence. Chair, I rest my
But let me lastly hear Honorable Makali. Yeah, please just be patient. You get the mic, and you have the mic now.
Yes, thank you, Chair, for the opportunity. We must be able to fight corruption. It is our duty as a House to fight corruption. But we must fight it within the confines of the law and in obedience to our Constitution. One of the critical concepts in our Constitution is the presumption of innocence. We cannot allow EACC, just on the basis that you are being investigated, to get an ex parte order. Contrary to the rules of natural justice, you must hear the other party, that they can bar you from accessing an office or even voting on like a member of parliament, not to represent his constituents, because you are under investigation. Because we know very well in the past, investigations have been weaponized for political purposes. If we allow the statute to remain the way it is, it will mean that you have made EACC the investigator, the judge in its own course. We cannot allow that in our statutes, Honorable Speaker. Therefore, this amendment ought to be thrown out, because we cannot allow them to say that they have reasonable grounds. If they have reasonable grounds, there is an institution that is created by the Constitution in this country, and those are the courts of law that have to make a finding on guilt or otherwise of a person. I beg to support this amendment, Honorable Speaker.
Very well, that's very clear. And honorable members, then I would proceed. Yes, what's your point of order, honorable member?
Chair, I'm the chairman of the African Parliamentarians Against Corruption. The point of order that I would like to bring here is this goes totally in the face of Chapter 6 and brings impunity to a person who can misuse that office if he has any. You know, the assumption of guilty, innocent unless proven guilty. is one of our statutes. However, as you understand, corruption is a very wild and a dangerous issue. If we allow this, not only is it going to affect our standing worldwide in the issue against corruption, we are already on the grey list. We already, Mr. Chair, are on the grey list. I urge the presenter to kindly include the presentation made by Honorable Nyikal. It's a very sensible one, and I think that will be able to cover us on this issue. However, Mr. Chairman, when we go to these international conferences and when we are being put on the grey list, that affects us greatly, sir. China right now...
Please, you have just 1 minute, and you know we need short comments, the way the other honorable members were doing. So conclude, please.